Good morning everybody. It is a red hot morning here at the mighty Tamar Lake. This is day 3 of WestFest. This is the 4-day festival. If you want to have a bit of a catch up on how day 1 and day 2 went, then there are videos about those prior to this video. So there's a video for day 1 and a video for day 2, and that'll let you catch up on how it's been fishing and how I've been progressing through this fantastic competition. As you can see, it's baking hot. There's a tiny little bit of a breeze just appearing. It has been flat calm all morning, and we have seen lots of small fish out there moving, so we're pretty confident there's fish out there, but we're not sure if these conditions are going to help or not. Personally, I'd like to see that breeze increase, so there's going to be a bit more ripple on it. But for those of you that know the venue, today has been an open draw, and I've actually drawn peg 3 on the Cornwall bank, so it's been another very long walk. But I'm up here in what's referred to as the shallows. It's maximum depth you've got out there, probably, I don't know what it is, probably 5 or 6 foot maybe, absolute max, and obviously it's much shallower than that closer in. So let me give you a quick rundown on the peg. Well, that ripple is just appearing, and I'm hoping that's going to continue. Dad's not here today. He's not going to walk all the way down here today. He did walk down to me on peg 13 yesterday, which was great to see him there. But it is a long walk, and obviously this is peg 3, so this is 10 pegs even further. Now on my left, there's only 2 pegs to my left, obviously, because I'm peg 3. So peg 1's there, peg 2 here, that's Dave Healy. He's there. I'm on 3, and then to my right is Mr. Dan Webb. There he is, frantically getting ready for what we're hoping is going to be a busy day. Now, personally, for me, I'm on a total of £62. That's put me in, I'm actually 7th overall in this 50 peg competition, so I'm doing okay. But you've got to keep getting fish, you know, you've got to keep getting weight. That's what it is. You can't afford a blowout. And really, realistically today, I need at least £30, I imagine, £30 to stay in the frame. That's what I personally think. And obviously anything over that will hopefully get me up, higher up that, over the overall standings, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be pretty much very similar to yesterday. If you did see yesterday's video, I was down there on peg 13, down to my right. And I had a very busy day, 150 fish, maybe 160 fish, I don't know, but I weighed exactly £30, mainly roach, caught a lot of perch and about 4 skimmers and 4 trout as well, which don't count, unfortunately. So as you can see, usual setup. I've got a short line and a slightly longer line, and I am going to put a longer line in today because it's baking hot. And if it does go flat calm again, we might see fish backing off further out. I don't know, but that's something that I did here on the Feeder Masters qualifier on Sunday, and I ended up winning the section. Okay, it wasn't a massive weight, 20 odd pound, but it was enough to win the section, so I've just covered that option for today as well. So it's all about catching as much as you can. Obviously if you can pick up a section prize, then that's a bonus, but this is a weight competition, so you've just got to get as much weight as you can. I haven't really heard about how some of the leaders have drawn today. The only thing I do know is that Graham West, Lee Kerry, who I was next to yesterday, and Mick Viles have all drawn in a row in not a fantastic area over on Devon Bank. That's what I've been told. Other than that, I think Michael Buckwalder, who's leading the competition, has drawn way down to my right, down past, I think it's just past the quarry. It's about peg 20, 22, something like that. But, you know, he's dangerous on any peg on here, and I'm pretty sure he'll fancy that for a good weight today. So he's already going to be very difficult to beat, because he's had 2 fantastic days. So I'm just going to finish off. Just got to put my hook lengths on. I've got some worms to chop. I'm going to be feeding some worm. I've got some casters, got some micro pellets. Other than that, I'm just going to pretty much fish it like I did yesterday. Go for numbers of fish, but I am going to have a skimmer line longer, where, you know, if fish do back off or I've got to go chasing better fish, in these conditions I feel a little bit more confident of catching them longer. But I don't know this venue that well, but that's the decision I've made. So I'm going to get a little bit more suntan cream on. It's going to be very, very hot, and get ready for the all off. So I look forward to checking in with you straight after the match. Well, that didn't go exactly to plan. That's been probably the most confusing day so far down here at Tamar. Well, most confusing day ever, I think, at Tamar. It's been, I don't know if I'll ever, I've got 1 or 2 ideas of why I think it's fished like it was, why my approach has been so different from the anglers either side of me. Both Dave on my left and Dan on my right have caught way more than me. That's not quite right. They haven't got way more fish, but they've got way more skimmers, and that is going to make the difference. For some reason, I just haven't been able to put together a run of skimmers. I've done what I basically know about this venue, and I've gone down the route of obviously fishing, putting worms through. I've even tried putting casters through, and for some reason I've had lots and lots of roach. I've had not stacks of roach, but the biggest percentage of my fish are roach, and for at least the last 2.5 hours I have fished for skimmers. I've pushed the peg. You know, we needed 30 pound here today to stay in some sort of overall standing, and I have pushed the peg for that. I've had a great first 30 minutes, catching more than the lads around me, and they were a better stamp as well. And then it's just got worse, and as my pegs got worse, theirs on my left and right has actually got better and better. Now their lines were further out than my initial line, and I've kind of stuck at it on that, but you know, later on in the match I have gone further out. I went 3 meters further out, had a little run of fish, then that died as well, so I've gone another 3 meters further out, and then I've had another little run of fish. But the bottom line is I've just caught so many roach, even when I've been putting worms through, fishing worm on the hook. Yes, obviously roach love worm, we know that, but whenever I've fished that in this sort of a way before on here, it has been able to single out skimmers. So for some reason I don't really know why it's happened like that. So there's going to be a big difference in weight. I'm sure there's going to be a big difference in weight between my net and Dave's and Dan's, just because the sheer number of skimmers. I think they've got 30 odd skimmers each, 30 skimmers. I bet I've got 15, maybe 20 maximum, you know. So I don't really know the reason for that. I think my lines have been wrong. I've been heavily influenced today by how it fished here yesterday. They did catch some quite short here yesterday. However, there was a wind on it, the edges were coloured up. I haven't spent loads of time on that short line, or on the short lines, but I think I should have fished a little bit further out from the start. I don't really know what the answer is. So for that last hour, I've just kind of reset my lines and just tried to put anything in the net rather than just completely crash out. I've just tried to catch some roach, catch anything in that last hour. I've changed my feeder to a plastic feeder from a cage, and one or two other things, and I've caught a few roach later on. I've had a couple of skimmers as well on that, and you know, once again there hasn't really been a pattern. It's been like that all week, but today has really given me the most question marks. But you know, that's fishing. I've obviously seen how Dave's fished, I've seen how Dan's fished, and it just builds on your knowledge of the venue and that sort of thing. So I'm hoping it's not too bad as regards the actual overall standings. I was 7th overall going into today, so you know, I will have dropped quite a lot, I think, but I hope it's not too harsh, and then, which means I can go back to the hotel tonight, have a nice hot meal, and have some sort of a hope of drawing a good peg tomorrow, getting it right, and still being in contention for a framing place. So it's been a fantastic day at Tamar. The sun is back out again, it's been red hot. So I'm going to get this kit packed away. I've got a really long walk back to the van, which is where Dad is. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. He hasn't been up here today. It is a really long walk. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. So I'm going to get packed away quickly, get weighed in, quickly get back to see Dad and have a nice cold drink. And I'll have a check-in with you when I get back to the van and just let you know what we've actually weighed up here in this section. I've just weighed, and I've got to be absolutely honest with you. I'm absolutely stunned. It's not often that I've been as surprised as that. Very surprised, and a little bit kind of shocked, to be fair, because I thought I was way off the pace, and I'm normally pretty good at knowing where I am, certainly on the anglers either side of me. But I think what's happened is that last hour, when I've just kind of accepted that I just couldn't catch the skimmers, I've kind of just caught anything and gone, and I've caught mainly roach. I've had a couple of skimmers late on, and my fish have actually weighed 30 pound. I just can't believe it. I honestly thought I was possibly struggling for 20, and those roach have obviously made a huge difference. Dave Dave on my left, he's fished brilliant. He's had loads more skimmers than me. He's had 30 odd skimmers. He's weighed 33 pounds, so there's only a £3 difference there, which I can't, to be honest, I'm a little bit annoyed at myself for not knowing that. But obviously I'm over the moon to have put £30 on the scales, which, you know, it just shows how valuable them roach can be sometimes. But when I think how much time I've spent messing about trying to push for skimmers when I thought we needed skimmers, I'm a little bit annoyed, to be honest. Amazingly, Dan on my right, Dan's weighed 28 pound. I thought he was way in front of me as well. So yeah, I'm not going to keep saying it, but I'm a little bit shocked, to be fair, about how they've weighed at what they've weighed. But obviously I'm very pleased about that. So yeah, I wanted £30. I've got £30, but it's going to take me a while to get over that this evening. But anyway, it's £30, which is obviously great for my total. But I'm really a bit annoyed, actually, to be fair. I've got to be honest with you, and that's what this channel's all about. It's about rough and raw and ready kind of match fishing, ups and downs. And yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed how far off I was in my guesstimation. But anyway, so I'm going to get my barrel loaded up now and have a walk back. What I will do is, when the results are posted up, just like the previous 2 days, I will post the results up on the community tab of this channel. So if you go to the home page for this channel, where it says community at the top of the page, click on that. It will show you the overall standings once they are published on the internet later on this evening. So as always, if you want to keep seeing these match updates and just general snapshots of our fishing life, then please hit subscribe. It's hugely appreciated, and give this video a thumbs up, because that'll tell me that you want to keep seeing these updates. So I'm heading home now. I think it's going to be a curry tonight. I've got 2 videos to do tonight when I get back to the hotel, put them together and upload them. So I've got a busy evening, but I'm also looking forward to some hot food, and I might have a couple of beers with Dad as well, I think. So thanks for checking in, everybody, and I really look forward to seeing you tomorrow for what is the 4th and final day of this fantastic WestFest festival.